Good day everyone. Welcome back to the Azure Databricks series. In today's video, we are diving into something really exciting, using machine learning within Databricks to predict stock prices. Now, before we begin, let me be very clear. This is not a financial advice or stock recommendation video. Instead, this is a pure technical deep dive where we will leverage machine learning to predict the next day's stock price for a listed company. We will start by downloading 1 year of stock data, upload it into a delta table in Databricks, and then apply machine learning models to make predictions. Sounds interesting? If you find this content helpful, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss out on future Databricks tutorials. Now let's jump right into it. We will first download the 1 year stock data. Yeah, I'm using a website called nseindia.com. Yeah, I'm going to check the stock price for HDFC Bank. Yeah, so let's click on that, and then you have this information from the historical data. So click on historical data, and then click on this 1 year option here, and then click on filter, and then you can download that as a CSV file. Yeah, the CSV file is downloaded now. So what I'll do now is let's go to the place where the file was downloaded. In my case, it is downloads folder. So I'm just going to rename it as HDFC Bank. Yeah. So this is what I'm going to do. It is a CSV file. Yeah. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to head to my catalog here. Under finance catalog, I have the volume here called finance volume. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to upload that file which I've downloaded, the HDFC Bank.csv file, and then I'm going to upload that. Yeah. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this particular notebook, and then I'm going to start executing each of these queries. Yeah. If you want to try practicing these scripts, what I will include these scripts in my blog, and then I will provide the link to my blog in the description section of this video. Yeah. I'm going to clean up some tables here. I'm just going to drop these 4 tables before starting. So let's wait for it to complete, and then we will take it from there. Okay, so the tables are cleaned up now. Yeah. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a table called the HDFC Bank under the catalog finance. Yeah. So let's wait for it to complete. So the table is created now. Yep. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to load the data that is present on this CSV file, HDFC Bank.csv file, into a delta table. Okay. So what I'm doing is I'm basically reading the CSV file, and then what I'm doing is I'm basically renaming some of the columns. Yeah. If you look at this one, the CSV file has got space, and also I'm able to see this particular thing. It shows we have this data and then a space and then a data again a space. So what I'm doing is just to bring in an uniformity, what I'm doing is I'm basically mapping and renaming the required columns. Yeah. And then also what I'm doing is I'm converting the date column. So if you see here, we have this date column here. Basically changing that to a proper datetime data type. Yeah. So for that, I'm using this particular function here called convert to date UTF. You have the definition here. Yeah. So you can utilize those things here. Yeah. So we have this function convert to date, and then if you see here, we are registering this function as an UTF. Yeah. So if we call this, it's gonna convert that data and then give it to you as a proper date time. Yeah. So we are basically getting all those data after renaming, getting the proper data, and then basically what we are doing is we are writing it into a delta table called finance.default.hdfc bank, which we created. Yeah. So let's start this, and then let's wait for it to complete. So once this completes, what it will do is like it will move all the data based on whatever mappings we have given. It converts the required columns to proper data type, and then stores that data into this particular delta table called finance.default and HDFC Bank. Yeah, it took close to 18 seconds in my case. Yeah, now what we'll do is like let's try checking the data. Yep. So let's query this finance.default.hdfc bank, and what we can see is like I'm basically looking at the top 31 records on that particular table. Yeah. So here I'm just looking at the date and then the open and high stock price for the HDFC Bank. Yeah. So basically, like this particular table has got the information of the HDFC Bank share. Like for each and every day, it basically stores all the informations like the open price, the low price, the high price, the close price, and things like that. And what we'll do is like we will monitor this particular data. We will run some machine learning models, and then we will analyze that data and then do training and then testing. And based on that, we will predict the future prices. Yeah, that is what we are going to do here. Yeah. Now what I'm going to do is like I'm going to back up the existing table. Like I'm backing up HDFC Bank as HDFC Bank underscore BKP. Yeah. So let's check the data inside HDFC Bank BKP. So we are able to see that. As I told you, we have the stock price for each and every day. We have open price, high price, low price, previous close price, and then the last price when the market closed. And then we have other things here like all other informations like 52-week high, 52-week low, volume for that particular day, and then value and number of trades that was taken. Yeah. So we have these informations here. So now what I'm going to do is like I'm basically like creating a data frame. I'm basically getting all the data from HDFC Bank, and then I'm only interested in date, open, high, and low. And then I'm basically like what I'm going to do is like I'm going to split the data into train and test. Yeah, like an percentage of 80% to 20%. Yeah, so I will split the data. I will first train 80% of the data. Yeah, and then what I'll do is like I will predict rest 20% of the data, and then see like how good is my prediction, and based on that we will pick it up. Yeah. So now what I'm going to do is like I'm going to execute this query, which basically like what it will do is like assemble the required features into the vector, and then what it will do is like it will define the model for predicting low value and then the high value. Yeah. And then what we'll do is like it will create a pipeline for low, and then it will train the model for low. And once this is done, it will create a pipeline for high, and then again it will train the model for the high. So low is the low value and the high is the high stock price of that particular share. In our case, it is going to be HDFC Bank. Yeah. So once this is done, what we'll basically do is like we will move on to the next step. It is going to take some time. Yeah. So in the meantime, what we'll do is like let's go to the experiments here. Yeah, on the Databricks, and then if you see here, we have this predict underscore HDFC Bank underscore V0.4 underscore JB. Yeah. So if you see here, it is currently getting executed. So these runs are going on. Once this is completed, we will be able to see our low model and high model. And once we have that created, and once the execution completes, what we'll do is like we will register those models, and then let's train the data. Yeah. So let's wait for it to complete. If you want to look at this further, you can have a look. Like you can click on this, and then you can get more details. Like you can look at the model metrics, system metrics, and the other informations here. So if you're interested, you can have a look on those one as well. So so we are looking at this one. So yeah, let's wait for it to complete. So now if you see here, it took close to 1 minute to complete. Yeah. So now what we are going to do is like we are going to log the machine learning models and then their evaluation metrics. Yeah. So let me start it because it's going to take some time. This is the function that is used to calculate the RMSE. RMSE or root mean squared error is a metric used to measure the average magnitude of the errors between predicted and actual values, commonly used in regression models to assess model accuracy. We will be using this and then we will get the best accurate model, whichever is best, and then we will pick it from there. Yeah. And then once we complete the calculation for the RMSE, this is the function that will calculate the RMSE. What we'll do is like we will log the model for low and high prediction. Yeah. And then what we basically do is like we will calculate the RMSE for the low model and the high model. So the low model is for predicting your low price, and then high model is for predicting your high price. For like we will be looking at 1 year data, and then based on the data we will train this particular data and then test it out, and then based on that what we'll do is like we will find the high price and low price for the next day for the HDFC bank. Yeah. And once this is done, we will basically be like training the data sets, and then we will start with the model predictions. Once all done, after we do that, we will basically log the low and high model with a signature so that we will not have any issues in the future. This is going to take at least 4 minutes to complete, depending upon the data that we have. I'm just using only RMSE. That's best for the regression models. Yeah. And once this is completed, I think like we will be able to complete everything else very fast. Okay, so it's completed now. It took close to like 3 minutes. Yeah. So now what I'm going to do is like I'm basically going to get the experiment ID and path for this particular experiment that we have run. I just show you guys like this is the experiment. For example, if you want to look at it again, click on that experiment, and then you will be able to see that we had these two runs, and then we had the low model and the high model. Yeah. So we have these information. So now what I'm going to do is like I'm going to get that ID and path. Yeah. And once we have it, what we will do is like we will basically like uh, uh, register the models based on the latest run ID. So we will get the run ID here, and then we will basically register the model. Yeah, let's go ahead and run it. Okay, so now it is registered. So if you can see here, we are able to see that. Yeah. So now what I'm going to do is like I'm just going to get the information on this particular table, which is our HDFC bank. That's the table where we have all the data. Yeah. So now if you see here, we have all the information there. Yeah, nothing is deleted. So now what we'll do is like whatever prediction that we have done. Yeah. Now I'm going to save that into two tables. Okay. And those tables would be like the table name would be like HDFC bank underscore predicted high, and then HDFC bank underscore predicted low. Yeah. So based on the registered model, what we'll do is like we will go ahead and do the prediction, and then we will save the required information into these two tables. Yeah. So I have all the scripts in my blog, and I've provided a link to my blog in the description section, so you guys can have a look and then try it out. Yeah. So it is completed now. And if you see here, we have the prediction here. Yeah. So now let's execute this one and then see if we have the prediction. Yeah. So now if you see here, the The date today is 24th March 2025. Yeah, and then we have a prediction for 25th. So now if you execute this particular query, so if you see here, we execute this query and then look at the HDFC Bank uh, table here. So if you see here, so the latest data, so we have an order by date descending. So the latest data is 24 March 2025. Let me execute it one more time. Then if you see here, the latest data is on 24th March 2025, today being a Monday. We don't have data for 22 and 23 because those 2 days are Saturday and Sunday. Yeah, so the market is open for 5 days if there are no public holidays. Yeah, so now if you see here, the latest data is 24th March 2025, and if you see here, the prediction that we have done is for 25th the 25th March 2025, and we have predicted this particular value. Likewise, let's look at this particular table. So we have predicted this value for the low price, yeah, and we have predicted the high price for HDFC Bank as this one on 25th March 2025, which is going to be tomorrow. Yeah. So now what we'll do now is like now I'm going to connect my Power BI. Yeah, so I'm going to connect my Power BI and then get that particular information from the Delta table. So what I'm basically doing is like I'm going to the compute and then getting the JDBC information, and then based on that, I'm basically like connecting to my Delta table and then getting the required information. So now if you see here, what I'm able to see is like this is the information that I have. So if you see here, the old data is on 26th March 2024, and the latest data is for 24th March 2025. So basically, I have close to 1 year data here, yeah, on the Delta table, and you're able to see the graph like how we have this high price and low price. It is basically like if we can get the high price and low price accurately, then what we can do is like we can buy at low and then sell at high. So that's the understanding. Yeah. So now if I see here, the data starts around 26th March 2024, and then the latest data is on 24th March 2025, which is today. Okay, and I'm basically doing an prediction for 25th March 2025, which is tomorrow, and what I'm predicting is like based on this particular a machine learning model, I'm able to see that the low price is like 1752, and then the high price is 1789. So that's the prediction that this particular machine learning model is able to do based on the RMSE. Yeah. So based on this, we will be able to check further data also. Like if you want, you can do the prediction for next 1 week, and also like I've just used RMSE model. You can try other models also. It's just a start, and also like the price that you are seeing, I'm not sure it would be that accurate because stock price is not just technical analysis. It has got a lot of things like fundamental analysis, and also like it depends on the macro. So we're not sure, but what I've done here is like I've just used this RMSE, and then I just did a basic level regression prediction for HDFC Bank stock price. Yeah, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Jai Hind.